All right, joining us now to react, Florida Congressman Byron Donalds. Great to see you, sir. Thanks for coming in tonight. We appreciate it. So before we get to California, going to Florida, which is very important for your state, what do you think about President Trump's comments about Cuba? And is this just an essential part of the Monroe Doctrine?
I think the president is absolutely right in his comments. For more than 60 years, we've essentially allowed a communist dictatorship to exist 90 miles off the coast of Florida. We've seen displacement, obviously, of the Cuban people. More than 1.6 million Cubans now reside in Florida. They cannot sustain themselves. This is proof positive that communism has never worked. The only way it works is at the butt of the gun and total control of people. And now they don't have the support, like the Secretary of State was saying, from Russia and from Venezuela. It's time for them to, frankly, come in and make a deal and actually open up Cuba, have a constitutional republic where the people of Cuba actually begin to understand what it is to live under a free economic system with individual liberty, actual protections of human rights and civil rights, and then Cuba can probably normalize. And then I think at that point, the United States will welcome them, and then you can talk about embargoes and other things like that.
Yeah, not having an enemy state at our doorstep is a very good thing. I want to ask you about this today. Joe Kent announced his resignation. Did you read the letter that he sent to the president?
I read it this morning.
And what is your response to what he said?
Number one, I think that it was really inappropriate for him to write a letter like that on his way out the door. That's essentially trying to throw a hand grenade in while you shut the door and walk out. I think that's wrong. Number two, it undermines the commander-in-chief, and I think it also undermines our military officials who are in that region right now. Number three, and more importantly, and I think this is really for the American people, Donald Trump is not going to be cowed by the Israeli government or any other government. And I would add, knowing him and knowing several members of the family, I mean, if you talk to members of his family, they don't get him to make a decision. So how do you expect another country to force him to make a decision? That's not accurate. I think the president looked at the information in real time and said, this is what we need to do. And I think that was actually supported by the tweet that came out from DNI Gabbard, essentially saying, listen, the president looked at all the information and he made this decision.
Yeah, many factors at play there. And of course, the president's been talking about the Iranian regime for 40 plus years.
That's right.
Let's talk about billionaires fleeing California and everywhere else, of course, to Florida. Why are they picking Florida? Why is this the best place for everyone who has wealth? We, of course, have Mark Zuckerberg, we have Howard Schultz, Larry Ellison, Jeff Bezos. The list goes on, and more going, I'm sure, as we speak, to Florida.
I mean, we're the free state of Florida. First of all, Governor DeSantis has done a great job leading our state and has established Florida as, quite frankly, the bastion of conservatism and freedom in the United States of America. Number two, we're a low-tax state, low-regulation state. People like that, especially we don't have income taxes. We just have a sales tax. That's how it works. But number three, to Mr. Schultz and anybody else that wants to call Florida home, coming from California or now Washington State, please don't bring your politics. You're leaving Washington State for a reason, because they're nuts. You're leaving California for a reason, because they're nuts. You're coming to Florida because it's free. Don't bring your politics.
Maybe there should be a rule that you can't register to vote until you're living there for 4 years. I know that's probably unconstitutional.
Probably unconstitutional.
Yeah, definitely. Congressman Byron Donalds, great to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Good to see you. Bye.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.